Dance Geeks. So I'm doing a new series today. First episode. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I have done versions of it, but basically I just want to be able to share with you my thoughts on dance things, so basically reviewing. It's not going to be specifically just dance. I want things that are gonna complement a dancer's lifestyle and a dancer's training, so performing arts type stuff, fitness products, the works. If you have anything that you want me to review, let me know and I will buy it and give you my opinion on it. I'm also going to include with this though, not just new things for reviewing, but I want to go through a lot of, throughout the series, all my OG, ride or die stuff I can't live without as a dancer and as a dance teacher. But I didn't want to just be me sitting here doing this because I get bored editing videos that are just me blah blah blah. So I'm gonna get ready while we do it. So I'm gonna be doing my hair and makeup in this particular video. I'm not gonna go through what the products are. I am going to leave a list of everything I use in the description bar below. So if you're wanting to try any of the stuff or you like the look of it, it'll be listed down below. So that's why I'm looking a little worse for wear at the moment, because I'm gonna do my hair and makeup as we go. First thing I will be doing, because I am getting ready for a purpose, I am getting ready to teach dancing. Still in lockdown, still teaching on Zoom, but I always put my contacts in to teach. So I'll probably cut this bit out because I think it's a bit weird and creepy to see someone putting contacts in. Contacts are in. Let's get on with it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about that I love, this is an OG, is this this leotard from Energetiks. Can't for the life of me remember the name of this style, but I love it. I bought this ages ago.
Unfortunately, this leotard's not available anymore, which is perfectly understandable because I bought it about 8 years ago. So I'm not going to go into the benefits and details of a product you can no longer buy because that would be useless. But I do still love Energetiks Leotards for the following reasons.
And I'm just a big fan of Energetiks in general. Their leotards are much more suited to a longer torso. So if you're a longer torsoed person, no matter what the rest of your body shape is, if you have a long torso and you struggle to get leotards to fit you, go check out Energetiks. Other things, OGs, that I love moisturizing. So good. Just let me have a moment with my moisturizer. Anyway, this is not an OG. This is a new product for me. This is as part of pain relief. Now, pain relief for me has always been an essential part of dance and dance training, because I have arthritis. But I think it's always part of every dancer's life, really. We just sort of need that pain relief options because we get lots of sore muscles and injuries. Hopefully with all the advancements in dance science, dance physiotherapy, hopefully people aren't getting as injured anymore as what we used to, but yeah, whatever, it happens. And yeah, anyway, so I was always a Zen girl. Zen, not Zen as in I'm really calm. No. I would use this kind of like an ointment, not an ointment, it's like just a liquid basically, and it's herbal medicine, and I'm not normally into herbal natural remedy typey stuff. I'm like, give me the painkillers, dude, give me the painkillers. But I've been using Zen for so long now and I love it. It's great for just sort of dulling the pain down. But this was recommended to me recently, Rapigel. It is sold in chemists, okay, in human chemists, but it does say for animal treatment only. Apparently they use it on horses. I, however, use this everywhere. I flipping love it. Trying not to swear. yeah, I really just love how it gives me a numb feeling. It's a bit hardcore. Because I have a lot of issues with pain. Nothing really eliminates my pain completely, but it does greatly reduce it. Very, very big reduction in pain when I use Rapigel or Zen. I still love Zen. I still recommend Zen, but it's not the only one. Like Voltaren, Deep Heat, all that sort of stuff, they never really worked for me. They never gave me enough relief. So, yeah, I highly recommend. I'd really love to hear what your favorite pain relief, pain reduction, pain management products are. When it comes to pain relief especially, I'll try anything. I'm not saying you should recommend drugs to people, prescription medication and things like that, because that can get a little bit controversial. So let's just try and keep it to non-medicated options. Now, that's not saying that I don't use medicated. I do. But I just don't want to get into that on my channel, because that's a doctor thing, and I do not want to be recommending things that you really need to talk to a doctor about. I look like I'm in Star Trek. Got a little bit of a bridged nose. You know I'm a big Trekkie, so OG. Is this an OG? Yeah, it's OG because it's been quite a few years that I've loved this. And if you've followed me for a few years on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, or if you just know me as a person, my favourite ballet shoes, you know what they are. Yes. Yes, you are correct. Well done, you. MDM. All the way. I am an MDM girl. Actually, do you know what? I have this goal. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to tell you this, but I have this goal. I want to work with MDM as like an ambassador, you know, sponsored products, that kind of thing. I would love to do Dance Geek X MDM, or oh God, that's the dream. That's the dream. I love their philosophy. I love their products. Obviously, amazing. Yeah, I would love to get involved with MDM, because I just think their shoes, I wore them because I was like, I want to see if these shoes are everything that they're claiming to be. When MDM came out, it was like a skincare product that makes all these outrageous claims, and you just go, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And I tried on these MDM shoes and I was like, what? Because they claimed to be more supportive to the arches and the dancer's foot. I'm like, it's a ballet shoe, there's no support whatsoever. Yeah, Claire, you were wrong. They also claimed to give you more beautiful looking feet and arches, and yes, they do. They are incredible, to the point where I'm kind of like, is it cheating to wear MDMs? Because, I mean, my feet are pretty decent when they're in point. When they're flat, they're off. When they're like Tarte, totally horrible feet. But MDMs are incredible shoes, and this is coming from somebody who has naturally flat feet and arthritis. So I have a lot of problems with my feet, and MDMs are the only ballet shoes that I've tried that I can actually wear throughout an entire night of teaching. Normally when you're teaching, normally teachers will wear, like, you don't wear ballet shoes because they're just not supportive enough for the amount of work we're doing, but also because dance teachers are generally older, and you know, we're just not, our bodies are a little bit more, shall we say, battle worn. That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, we're a bit more battle worn than the average bear. Can I ever stop crapping on about MDMs? Probably not. So, still talking about MDMs. One of the other things I love about MDM as a company. Ooh, true confession time. Okay, so I loved MDM before this next thing that I'm about to tell you happened. One of my favorite male ballet dancers of all time works for MDM now as consultant, and I don't know what his actual job title is, but when I say he was my favourite dancer, I mean as in I had a massive crush as a young teenager. Massive crush on this guy. And like, my friends in high school were like, who's this person? Like, I'd have pictures of Brad Pitt in my locker, Mikhail Baryshnikov, and Joseph Brown. And so embarrassing, but my friends were like, I don't know who these people are, but that guy is hot. And all my friends in high school were like, yeah, he's hot. Yeah, well done you. Yeah, so they didn't know who he was, but they were like, you know, the dancer guy in Claire's locker. Anyway. And now Joseph works for MDM. So that just solidified to me that I'm an MDM girl through and through, because my teen crush. I saw Joseph do, I can't remember what the first thing I saw him dance in was, but I had a subscription to the Australian Ballet when I was in my teens. Very lucky girl. And we went to see, my cousin and I went to see Madame Butterfly. Stephen Heathcote was like the god of the ballet at that time. Anyway, he was scheduled to dance the role of the lieutenant, the male lead. And it was announced over the loudspeaker just before the performance started that he wouldn't be performing in that show, and that he'd been replaced by Joseph Brown. And he was actually Joseph Christensen at the time, but anyway, Joseph Brown is his chosen name, so we'll go with that. Anyway, all the old biddies in the audience like, oh, no, Stephen, oh, like it was just this big tragedy. And I'm sitting there, so I felt like I was this little advocate. And I was like, no, Joseph's amazing, you'll love him, you'll love him, you'll love him. I'm just like trying to reassure everybody, please, 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 because I was like, he's so good. And then he walks out and he's wearing like the navy whites, not navy as in the colour navy, but navy as in the, you know, he plays a army type thing, and he's in the whites, and he walks out and he's got these beautiful big shoulders and he's so chiseled, and you could feel all the old biddies around me just like, you know, oh, all right, okay, let's see what you got. Like he played that role to perfection, and he just, anyway. So anyway, when I found out, I was already a fan of MDM, and then I find out that Joseph was working for them, and I'm like, well, all hail the Church of MDM. So that's my little embarrassing confession. Anyway, love my MDMs. But can we just have a look at my current MDMs? What is this? Look, they're dead, but they're still so comfy. Because for me, the MDM for me is all about this little baby here, and the. Oh, I know I'm hugging a manky old shoe, but yeah. So all right, I am going to talk about a makeup product, because makeup is part of performance in dance, and I'm going to talk about this brush. This brush is genius. I am all about time saving, multitasking, and money saving. This is 3 brushes in one. It's from Real Techniques, and it does. You see here, can you see that? Yeah. It's got 3 different settings, okay? So this is on max, and when they talk about, it's got max, mid, and minimum, and that's referring to the density of the bristles. So this one on maximum, really dense, flat, and it kind of makes it like this sort of oval shape, perfect for sculpting, under eye concealer, that kind of thing, okay? Then you have min, which is the only one that I can't get to, it doesn't click in as easily. There you go. All right, but minimum takes your brush to here. Boom, boom, boom. I pretty much use this for everything on my face, everything. So I'm actually gonna use this I've used it for every stage of my face so far. I did use this for my powder bronzer just to get that slightly more chiseled look, but do you know what? I find I can get the same effect with this Real Techniques brush. I use other brushes on my face because I have other brushes, and I'm like, I feel like, you know, I've been neglecting that brush and I've been neglecting that. So I use other brushes so that they don't feel left out. I know brushes don't have feelings, but Anyway, online resources. So I'm obviously, because I have a YouTube dance channel, but I'm a big fan of online resources, especially if it's free. Peter Markham Ward. She's an Australian dance teacher and adjudicator, and she has been sharing for free her tips and tricks, not so much tricks, but just her tips for competition dance. Each day she's putting out a new one, and it focuses on a specific topic to do with dance comps. And they are so good. Like, Peter, why didn't you just put it all together into a book and sell it and make money? Because this is a book. I think she actually has a book. I need to do more research, don't I? Anyway, they're so good. And they're not just tips on how to win at comps, because if you're doing comps just to win, so good. Love what she's putting out there. And she's still putting out more and more and more for free. So I'm going to link her details down below so that you can go and find her freebie tips. I think they're really good for teachers, but they're also really good for students and parents to be focusing on. There's something in there for everyone who's involved in comps. I actually think it'd be really cool for a dance comp to have a look at what she's recommending, because it's good to hear it and see it from an adjudicator's perspective, especially an adjudicator who is also a teacher, because we tend to understand, because I'm also an adjudicator who's a teacher, we tend to understand where the competitors and the teachers are coming from, as well as what's required from an adjudicator's point of view. And whilst it's great to have advice from like a professional dancer, professional performer, and have them as a judge sometimes at comps, it's not always realistic. Comps are part of your training. And there's a lot of debate about whether or not, you know, what we're seeing in the comp world, is that reflected in the professional world? No, it's not. But I don't actually believe it has to be, because the learning process of anything is always going to be a bit different to the professional practice of that. So like, there are things that I learnt at theatre school that don't really apply to performance or to all kinds of actual live performance. But it's still good to learn. Yeah, anyway. So I think getting these tips from an adjudicator who's also a teacher is really, really beneficial to everybody. So I highly recommend you go and check them out. And on a side note, Peter's daughters have a business. Her daughters are kids, and they have a business where they make scrunchies and headbands and things. And I went and checked it out because I was doing a bit of background research on Peter, and I was like, I need me some of these products. Some of their turban headbands. Oh my God. So go check out Peter's free stuff, because free and actually helpful. What is this brow doing? Can we just, like, maybe not. I don't know how makeup YouTubers do this get ready with me type one, where they do their makeup and chat about something that's not the makeup they're doing currently, because I get very distracted. But a new product, new piece of equipment that I am really loving. Now this is not new as in it's only just come out. It's new to me. I haven't ever actually used one of these rings before. I think they were like a Pilates thing that started, but I had a very, like, I am going to be completely honest. I saw that Claudia, this is very Mean Girls, but I saw Claudia Dean had a Pilates ring, so I got a Pilates ring. It was literally that. Claudia had one of these, and I was like, she has them in the background of her videos, and I got one. Now mine is a cheapie from Kmart, because I'm cheap. I really want to get the Claudia Dean one. I think she actually sells them. I know she has her own brand of power bands, so like resistance band type things, but I want to get the Claudia Dean one because I want to support her. Not that she needs my support. She is killing it as far as like dance coaching and products and YouTube. She is just so envious and so impressed. She is so great. If you're snoozing on Claudia Dean in general, go check her out. She's amazing. Yeah, so I do want to get her one, but I have always enjoyed what I've seen, not just of her, but of other people using these Pilates rings. They are so cool. I grabbed one as part of my relearning to dance, as part of my like training my body. I'm having some issues again, because I always do, with my alignment through my legs. So I got one of these Pilates rings, and the first exercise I did with it was crab walks, where you go sideways and you put it between yours. Oh, so good. This thing just, oh my God, it was like, yeah, loved it. Just, you know, putting a bit of glitter on. Yeah, so I want to go and find some more exercises to do with it. I'm sure Claudia has a whole video on it, but I've watched everything she's uploaded pretty much, and I don't remember seeing one. But if you use one of these rings and have any suggestions of exercises I can do, they're great for pirouette training. They really help your upper body getting that strength and placement of the arms. So I'm going to try that when my feet are a bit stronger. My ankles are still recovering from, you know, just life. Love that piece of equipment. So that's my newbie. Now I want to talk about a couple of things that I want to try, that I want to review, that I haven't got yet or haven't seen yet, that kind of thing. So I really want to try a Claudia Dean Leotard. Collections by Claudia, I think is it Claudia Collections? Collections by Claudia. I really, really want to try one of her leotards, but here's the thing. I'm not a normal dance size body. I am plus size, and I do understand why a lot of ranges don't have plus size in their leotards. I get it. I just, even before I put on a lot of weight and as I got older, even when I was young and dancing, leotards are just difficult on my body because I have a very long torso. And I'm just not convinced that Claudia is going to have anything for me in her collection. And that's okay. She doesn't need to cater to me. She's catering to dance students who are younger than me and smaller. I get it. But please bring out a dance, bring out a dance teacher line, because I want one. Or, I mean, I fit into the extra large from Energetiks. So if Claudia has an extra large, and if you guys have tried it or whatever and you know much about her line, let me know if you think I'm going to fit into that. I don't fit anything from Block. I haven't tried a leotard from Block in about 8 years because I just got so sick of trying a leotard on and it was just too small. They're too short in the body for me, so what's the point? But I do fit into Energetiks extra large. Yeah, so if you think that Claudia's leotards are on par with that kind of thing, let me know. And then I'm fairly certain I just put eyeshadow on my contact lens. Yeah. Well done, Claire. Other things I want to review and try. I've got so many videos sitting in my Netflix watch list that I'm really excited to try out. I just do not have the time. Try them out. You don't try out a movie, you watch it. Claire, you watch it. What's that one with Sophia Carlson? It's not Get Over It, something like that. I want to try that. I want to watch that movie. And I think I'll do like a proper full review of that. But, I've got other things to watch first. And for me, watching a dance movie isn't always my favourite thing to do. It's really weird. I love dance movies, but everything in my life, work-wise, is dance, and I love it. But I feel like when I go to sit down and watch a TV show, I want it to be... I use TV and movies to fulfill the other passions in my life. So that's where I'll get my sci-fi on and horror, watch some Buffy or Supernatural, or just, yeah, I have other interests and outside of dance, a few. Oh, I watched Cheer. That is a great doco.
really good doco. It's not just that it's good because it's about cheerleading, you know, dancer cheerleaders. It's just a really well-made documentary. So I highly recommend you watch Cheer. It's really good. It gives us some really good insights into the competitive cheerleading world in America. I am a qualified cheer coach, but I haven't coached cheerleading in a very long time. So I'm not massively up to date with what's going on in the cheer world. But I don't know, it seemed quite realistic. But it also looked at their lives, the people in the show, their lives, what they do, what they don't do. Yeah, it was really good. But then I also watched another doco reality type. That's the thing. This other one I watched, I think it was also called Cheer Squad. Yeah, Cheer Squad. I watched the whole thing. I didn't want to though. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't think it was very well made. I think if you're right into cheerleading, if you're a bit younger, if you want some just escapist sort of reality TV about teenage girls and whatever, then yeah, you'll probably enjoy it. But Cheer was more hard-hitting. It didn't feel like a reality show. It felt like a doco, and that's the difference for me. I don't have anything against reality shows, but it wasn't... I just felt what made Cheer more superior to Cheer Squad was the fact that it was more doco than reality genre. Hopefully that makes sense. So I don't personally recommend watching Cheer Squad. It didn't bring anything to my life. I didn't even like it for an escapist sort of thing. I was like, whatever. But I also don't think I'm particularly the target demographic for that show. I am, however, really good at analysing things from the perspective of the target demographic. I had to do that a lot in uni in my course where we were studying theatre rather than just making it and doing it. So analysing it was a huge thing. I didn't think it brought anything particularly positive to the viewer. It was a bit soapy, as in, you know, going on dates, and it wasn't impactful, is a good way to put it. And I didn't actually think that it was well put together, like from an escapist, just pure entertainment point of view. Bits of it where they thought it was entertaining were boring, like when they sent the twin girls on a blind date with these twin boys. I was like, come on, it was boring. It was like they kept wanting all these interesting things to happen, and nothing interesting happened. So I don't recommend Cheer Squad. I do recommend Cheer. It was intense, and I really liked it. I was with them, I was invested, I was intrigued, and I felt like I learnt more at the end of it about cheerleading. Yeah, it was good. I liked that. This is not the makeup look I was intending to do. I was going to do something with blues and greys. This is purple. Oh yeah, there's some hair. Lashes time. Just taking a moment to apologise for how dirty some of my palettes look in this video. I swear they're not that dirty in real life. It's just the HD equipment I'm using. Sorry. Moving on to hair. God. I cannot stand my hair at the moment. I love the colour. But I'm not into the texture of my hair right now, and that's probably because I haven't washed it in a long time, and that's saying a lot because I wash my hair once a week because my hair is very dry naturally. Okay. Anyways, so because this is dance reviews, reviewing of dance things, I'm not just going to talk about products and resources and dancewear. I am also going to be reviewing and giving you my opinions on exercises. That's the hairstyle. That's what I'm going for. Yeah. No, not at all. My favorite exercise as a teacher, my favorite exercise to give my students as a teacher is rises. Rises at the bar. You can do them so many different ways, and you should be doing them every day. Rises every day. Go check out my video about it. I've got some different variations on rises in there, and it really is the most important exercise for dancers. So much evidence coming out about how their rises are amazing for injury prevention. Yeah, just so good. It's like if you can't stand on demi-point with strength, then you can't dance. With strength and stability, they're just so good. Like, do your rises every day, it'll make such a difference. I think I love a messy bun because I don't really have any choice. Shower myself in hairspray. Did I put blush on? Didn't. That's why my face feels and looks weird. I didn't put any blush on. Ah, look how dirty that is. Ugh. But you know, I use my makeup, so. Look at the difference. Look, she's healthy, she's fresh. I've got about 5 hours of footage. No, I don't. I've got about an hour of footage and I want to cut it down to 20 minutes, so that's going to be interesting. Thank you for getting ready with me today. Here's my messy bun, pastel purple shimmer. Look, it's all pastel purple. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna put my jacket on because it's cold. It's cold in here. Go and check out some of the things that I've recommended today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Even if your thoughts are clear, you don't know what you're talking about. Be respectful in the comments, but absolutely tell me if you had a bad experience with one of these things that I've talked about today. Pop it in the comments. Everybody not only is entitled to their opinion on these kinds of reviews, but everybody is going to have a different experience with it. So yeah, sound off in the comments, share your favorites within these categories, and let me know if you want me to do a review on something else dance related that I haven't mentioned today. And make sure you subscribe to my channel because it helps so much, and share as well. Share my videos far and wide. See you later, guys.